Rik Franke and Scotty Gran finally rocking and rolling here from Southwood County Ice Arena. We have a 1-1 hockey game, and Scotty was keeping an eye on things while we were trying to get back up online, as it was not an internet issue. At least it appears that it was a Ustream issue. But we're back to action here with 5:45 left in the first period, and the West Salem Panthers controlling the puck over to Colton Meyer along the right wing boards. Gets it on up to Cole Trouch, then it's intercepted by the Hilltoppers in the neutral zone. Now the West Salem Panthers with control. Right wing dish off to Cole Trouch. Trouch's shot on net. Joe Witz made the save, doesn't know where it is, and now it's picked up by the Hilltoppers. A little too far for Luke Tepp, now picked up there by Bennett Hudson. He knocks it off the near dasher, and then West Salem will backhand it in towards the netminder Joe Witz, who blocks it with his pads. Now it's picked up here by the Hilltoppers. Brendan Gargaro gets it left wing. Nice pass by Bingham to Tepp. Tepp center circle, sends it in across the line off the stick of Bennett Hudson. Now picked up by West Salem. Put it right on in front of their own net, but they were able to knock it now back into the neutral zone. Racing hard is Nathan Belling, but he was not able to take it into the Hilltopper zone. 4:51 left here in the first period. 1-1 the score. Big hit along the end boards there as Caleb Blank through a hip. Here's a shot from the point, blocked by the Hilltoppers. Tip back across the line again by Nathan Belling. Now picked up by John Gargaro. Cross ice pass on to Caleb Blank. Blank takes it into the neutral zone. Blank gets it ahead there to Bennett Hudson. He gets erased by the West Salem Panther defense, and it's dumped in all the way with 4:27 left. That'll be an icing call here from Southwood County Ice Arena. Scotty, recap the scoring for us.
First goal, power play goal for Onalaska, Caleb Blank at 4:22 from John Gargaro. Second goal for West Salem at 9:46, the freshman Nathan Belling from Zach Collum and Caden Hogue.
Again, our apologies, Ustream issue, and hopefully we won't face that again here from Wisconsin Rapids. I'm Rik Franke along with Scotty Gran. The West Salem Panthers take it behind their own net, taken away by Ian Earp. Earp with a backhand, diving is Lubinsky. He can't get to it. He's still down now. He finally gets back up. It comes to the blue line there, and Taylor Trapp couldn't do anything with it. Now it comes to Cody Green. Green then left it for Trapp. Trapp takes it in left wing. Trapp shot, blocker save there by Joe Witz. Now it's Cody Green. He has it taken away by Caleb Blank. Gives it a ride all the way back into the neutral zone where Colton Meyer will pick it up. Meyer, a freshman, scored a huge goal against Rapids last week. And you know it's been freshmen in the past that have done in the Hilltoppers when they play West Salem or Sparta West Salem before that. That puck dumped in all the way into the Hilltopper end. And another icing call coming up against the West Salem Panthers. Scotty, based on what you've seen, shot on goal totals, who has the advantage?
I would say probably Onalaska at this point. They've had a lot of opportunities in their own zone, a lot of open net opportunities they haven't been able to convert on, Rick. And you have to give West Salem defense credit in front of the net. They're doing a good job protecting Grosskopf right now.
The Hilltoppers come out with the Sam Last line. Panthers knock it back in across the Hilltopper blue line. Picked up by Brendan Gargaro. Getting whacked at from behind there by Ben Pierce. Now right wing dish. A little bit behind for Griffin Trainer. And dumped in back behind the net. Played by the Panthers. Near boards. Now back along the end boards there. Cam Oberweiser tried to poke it loose, but it's Trevor Jones getting it up right wing. Now Jones changes positions. And it's knocked down by Sam Lass in the neutral zone. Chance, but offsides as the Panthers were way on and in. And they'll pull that faceoff back out. 3:05 left here in the first period.
Bailey Martin trying to pick that up. He was definitely offside, though. Tried to get that in the backhand, go forehand with it at the end. Taking a shot at the goalie, too, Rick. I don't know if you're supposed to be really doing that after the whistle's blown.
Crowd started to file in. They got people lined up here in the upper balcony. That's where we're at here. And filled in the bleachers, not completely, but making some noise for the two teams they're rooting for, the West Salem Panthers and the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Nice lead pass. Here's Caden Hogue, and he couldn't do much with it after he picked it up. Hogue is a junior, 3 assists during the regular season. Of course, in the playoffs, Bailey Martin's been the star for the Panthers. 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. And for the Hilltoppers, Ian Earp with 3 goals. Luke Tepp with 3, 5 points, the team leader so far in the playoffs. Hilltoppers up to Bennett Hudson. Hudson's pass connects with Bryce Bingham. Bingham goes to the near corner. Now it's picked up there by Tepp. A blind spot for me there in the corner. Bingham to Tepp. tries to stuff it in, far post, and 2 good saves by Julian Grosskopf. And then the Panthers give it a ride all the way down the Hilltoppers' end. Back to pick it up, Brendan Gargaro. Gargaro, stretch pass up ahead to Bryce Bingham, but he's played nicely by Hunter Preeb. Now tap to Bingham, shot on net, kick saved by Grosskopf. Now it's picked up by the Panthers. Taylor Trapp crossed the line. Trapp shot just wide, near side. Comes off the end boards. Now played there with a backhand pass by Zach Pierce, but it's Bingham who will knock it down into the Panther end. Chasing Hunter Preeb. That'll be an icing call coming up against the Hilltoppers. Face-off going to come back towards Joe Witz with 1:55 left here in the first period. Score is 1-1.
Yeah, Nathan Belling is a freshman, Rick. You talk about them freshmen stepping up in this situational game when these two play. Another one scoring here for the West Salem Panthers. And talking about Bailey Martin, man, he's got quick feet and great hands.
Trapp, the centerman, going against Lubinsky here at the far circle inside the Hilltopper end. And there's a backhand push off the near corner. Trapp being poked at by Caleb Blank. Oh, Blank had a stick on it for a brief moment. Now Lubinsky picks it up. Can't clear. That's going to be dropped in back behind the net. Gets past the stick of Taylor Trapp. John Gargaro there. Sent it ahead. A little too far for Tyler Ebner. Comes towards Grosskopf. He hits it with the paddle to the far corner. Ebner picks it back up for the Hilltoppers. Ebner weaves towards this high slot. Shot that one just a little bit high. Might have even caught a player in front and then maybe off the blocker of Julian Grosskopf. Now Lubinsky back in the neutral zone. Taps at it. Picked up there by the Panthers. They rip it off the end dasher. And it's picked up here by Caleb Blank. Blank stretch pass off the near boards. Here's racing Izzy and Earp, and Grosskopf gets there first with the paddle and pushes it near boards. And now it's the Panthers in the corner, dumping it back behind the net. Under a minute to play here in the first period of play. Knotted up at 1 apiece in this battle between two arch rivals. Here's the Hilltoppers working it back, top of the far circle. John Gargaro to Caleb Blank. He's got it now in the slot. His shot down low just gets a piece of Julian Grosskopf. And another centering pass. We got a penalty at the near side of the net, I do believe, as it looks like it might be Cole Trouts going to the box here for the Panthers. Yeah, it looked like down in that back corner over there where Bingham had the puck. Kind of got laid into a little bit there. And another penalty for the Panthers. I believe that's their 3rd penalty of the first period. And Rick, we were talking on the ride up that's one thing West Salem had to avoid if they wanted to stay in this game. Onalaska's power play has been spectacular this season. It has been enormous. A 42.7% effective rate during the regular season, and it's even better in the playoffs with a 46.2% effective rate. Those are unheard of numbers. Elbowing was the call, and now here's Brendan Gargaro. Sends it off to Bingham, down low, past tap stick, and the Panthers try to clear up the near boards and can't do it. Blank intercepts it at the near point. Blank makes a move there at the near circle and a save by Grosskopf again on the shot. And in the slot they try to clear. Brendan Gargaro bouncing puck just wide. And the Hilltoppers buzzing. The purple power play eaters are trying to get one in. Cleared by the Panthers. 1:28 left on the power play. Just 9 seconds left here in the first period. Hilltoppers might start out the second period with the remainder of this power play, it looks like, as they dump it on in. And that will take care of period number 1. The Hilltoppers and the Panthers of West Salem tied 1-1. After 1, we'll be back with the interview with Tim Ebner here in the CRSN Intermission Report. That's coming up next.
Nobody's happy about a car accident, but Allstate guarantees you'll be happy with your claim experience. The Claim Satisfaction Guarantee, only from Allstate. They guarantee your claim will be fast, fair, and hassle-free, or your money back, no questions asked. It's another way Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
For a free quote, call Onalaska Allstate agent Cole Coble today. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Premium credit varies based on vehicle involved. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois. Builders Flooring in Onalaska is the place to go for the best selection of wood flooring, tile, natural stone, carpet, laminate, and vinyl. Builders Flooring is conveniently located at 1009 2nd Avenue Southwest, just north of Nutbush in Onalaska. The expansive showroom is open to the public Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, or by calling 608-779-5366 for a special after-hours or weekend appointment. Builders Flooring in Onalaska is a proud supporter of Coulee Region Athletics. Builders Flooring, flooring experts, so you don't have to be.
High school hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
So it looks like they're going to play 1.1 seconds, which is the drop of the puck, and then they'll send it to intermission. And the Hilltoppers will have a power play for
Deansy wanted a walking taco.
116. He was ready for a meal, wasn't he? And there you go. Quick shot. They score! Unbelievable!
Are they going to count that?
Let's find out. They celebrate to the Panthers. It gets through the pads of Joe Witz, but did it get through before time expired? I haven't seen the motion yet.
It's Taylor Trapp on the shot.
There's a sidebar as, boy, you don't, with 1.1, you never think there's a possible chance for a goal. Drop of the puck, and that's it. That's why I wonder whether it made it in before time expired.
Yeah. No goal.
No goal. That's kind of what I thought. So,
wow, that's huge.
A little bit of fireworks there towards the end of the first period. The West Salem Panthers with a shot through the pads of Joe Witz at the very end of the period with 1.1 left, but time expired, and now Taylor Trapp wants an explanation. Heck of a play off the draw.
That was a great play.
But
Fantastic
time expired.
Timing.
So 1-1 after one. We'll take another quick break and have Tim Ebner in the CRSN Intermission Report.
Ebner Properties of La Crosse is a proud supporter of hockey in the Coulee region and a great state of Wisconsin. Whether it's at the youth, high school, AAA, elite, junior, or college level, furthering the growth of hockey is the mission. Ebner Properties would like to wish all of our area teams at all levels the very best this season. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Quote from the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of Howie's, and I love talking to my guests, and I love making new friends.
I've always enjoyed the food that has been served, and I would highly recommend anybody to come down. You can bring your family here. It's family-oriented. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. Chicken nachos are yummy.
Even if you've been to Howie's, you've never been to Howie's.
Oh, my God, I love Howie's. I love what they did with the place. It's a wonderful place to hang out with your friends.
La Crosse's new favorite restaurant, Howie's on La Crosse Street.
It's time for the CRSN Intermission Report, brought to you by the AAA Junior Chill. Now, here with the recap of the period, Rik Franke.
Welcome to the CRSN Intermission Report. Rik Franke Scotty Gran from Southwood County Ice Arena in Wisconsin Rapids. 1-1 after one. And with 1.1, we wondered whether that was in question or not. To tell us more about what he saw, I think the clock expired, Tim, Onalaska head coach. Tim Ebner, your take on what took place there towards the very end.
Well, no, I mean, it was just a bad decision by our defenseman to ice the puck. There was no need to ice the puck. There was no pressure. All he had to do was curl back, stop behind the net, let the period end, and instead he ices it. It should have never been there. But those are mistakes young guys make, and we got to fix them and get ready for the second period.
Guys look pretty good out there putting pressure on Julian Grosskopf. You had to be happy with the offensive production in terms of the number of shots.
Well, yeah, I think both teams look at sluggish at times, and I think both teams look like they've got energy at times. It's going to be one of those emotional up and down games both ways.
Now, Tim, one thing I'm noticing, you guys are setting a lot of screens in front of Grosskopf. Was that one of the strategies you guys had going into this one?
Oh, not necessarily. It's just been our strategy all year. I mean, you got to get bodies in front of the net. You got to get the puck and bodies in front of the net in order to score. Not every goal is going to be a highlight reel. I know you like to call those, Scotty, but it doesn't happen.
I got a couple for you, too.
He's got a bunch written down. Don't worry about that.
And Tim, just to let you know, I'll kick it back to Rik, but they got really good chili here, just so you know. So
It's very good chili. Now, you've got a power play. Well, that was great timing on that. You've got a power play
welcome.
heading into the second period. You got a minute 17 on there. Your power play's been one of the strongest in all the state of Wisconsin, and obviously Ian Earp has been the benefactor of many good setups and scored 10 power play goals during the regular season. It's also clicking at a high rate, 46% in the playoffs. Your thoughts on how to take advantage of that to start out the second?
Well, we just need to be patient and work for good shots. And that's really about it. That's all we've worked on all year. Get the puck, move your feet, and get pucks to the net.
All right, well, best of luck the rest of the way, Tim, and great first period of action.
Thanks, Rik.
All right, Tim Ebner, head coach of the Hilltoppers of Onalaska, and, obviously a little frustrated by a defensive decision to ice the puck. 1.1 put back on the clock when we thought the period was coming to an end, and an opportunity there, a huge opportunity for them to come up with a goal there, but clock expired there. That shot didn't quite get in time.
Yeah, I agree with Tim. I mean, you can't have those decisions in a game like this, especially late. And, you know, that shot was just a millisecond away from getting in for another goal. Taylor Trapp, great timing off the draw, taking a good shot. Joe Witt's 5-hole. I tell you, hopefully Joe doesn't let that bother him going into the second period here.
Scotty, scoring recap again before we send it to break.
At 4:22, Caleb Blank assisted by John Gargaro, and that was on the power play. And then at 9:46 for West Salem, another freshman, Rick, you called it, Nathan Belling from Zach Collum and Caden Hogue.
And a big goal by Belling indeed. So 1-1 after one. Going to take a quick break here, and then we'll come back and we'll talk with Trasher from WisconsinPrepHockey.net. That's coming up next.
Cleaning hard water spots takes time and effort. Be sure your water softener is working properly. Your Culligan man can make sure any brand water softener is working by performing a 10-point inspection. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
If the world's getting smaller these days, then why do you still search and search for your ATM? Because every time you want your money, another bank's ATM eats some of it. Introducing Kasasa, where you get refunds on ATM fees and other rewards like cash, just for using your free checking account. Make any ATM your ATM. Kasasa, carried locally at Coulee Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Bring the whole family to the next Coulee Region Chill hockey game for family fun at the fastest game in town. For game schedule and tickets, go to crchill.com. Home games played at the Onalaska Omni Center.
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
If it is in or on your house, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it, Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Fully licensed and insured with over 20 years experience. Contact Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292. High school hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Rik and Scotty back from Southwood County Ice Arena in Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. We've got Trasher from WisconsinPrepHockey.net. And Scotty, why don't you grab that microphone there, and we'll talk a little bit about his adventures. He had a couple of them last night. You can give him that headset. That'll work out all right. That one's batting down pretty hard there for the crowd. So, Trasher, last night you had a little bit of adventure. Good hockey game here. We'll get to that in just a second. But tell us your story from last night.
Hey, just a little bit of an adventure. I was heading to New Richmond to cover the Superior Fusion game. Got about a third of the way there, and my truck started coughing. Stopped at an auto parts store. He sent me to a repair shop. They diagnosed the problem, sent me back to the repair shop or to the auto parts store, bought the part, came back to the repair shop. 10 minutes later, fixed it. $93 for an ignition coil. Not too bad, actually.
No, not bad at all.
But didn't make the game.
Didn't make the game.
Nope.
And, of course, obviously, you know, just like when we had Ustream issues earlier on, you know, you want to bring your fans of WisconsinPrepHockey.net the coverage of that game. You weren't able to do it.
Yep, I just had to go home and snow blow my driveway.
Machinery can stand in your way. Yeah, there's no question about that.
That's exactly right.
We obviously went through that with Ustream a little bit earlier, but we look like things are going well here. Good hockey game. Get your take on things here after the first period.
Hey, like we talked about earlier, pretty close balanced teams, you know, could go either way, and that's what the score after one period shows, 1-1, shots 10 each. Kind of an interesting moment at the end of the period there. I thought there was like about 0.4, but they put it 1.1 second back on the clock off the face-off, a quick hard shot in the net, and they had a little discussion there. I mean, it could have went either way, you know. And
so you think there should have just been 0.4 seconds put back on the clock after the icing call?
When I heard the whistle, it looked like it was stopped, or not stopped, but in time 0.4. So I think they got a little bit more than they should have had.
So technically then, if it was 0.4 seconds, there's no way you could get a shot off in 0.4.
No.
So
I was going to yell down to the bench and tell Borey 0.4, come on, no way. You know, but a second, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, with reason, they celebrated. That was a great shot right off the faceoff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just the way you draw it up.
So let's talk a little bit about another team from the Coulee region that we're focused on a little bit later on tonight, and you've had a chance to kind of follow them a little bit, I think. I know Dell's been up in Onalaska for a lot of the Hilltopper girls games, but I know you're very close to girls hockey. In fact, your daughter plays, and so what are your thoughts about how this thing's going to finish up? I mean, the Hilltopper girls have made it to the state final a couple times now, and it hasn't turned out well in the final game for them. Is this team capable of doing it this year?
You know, I think they have some unfinished business. TK is a senior this year. She wants to go out with a bang, I'm sure. Tim Franzini, the new coach, you know, maybe some new ideas. The impression I get from the team is that it's spread out. The scoring and the play is spread out a little bit more than it was in the past. Usually they just kind of counted on maybe 3 or 4 players. Now I think he's expecting for contributions from more than just that, and so maybe your individual stats aren't that good compared to like last year, but I think maybe as a team they're a little bit better. Schindler's improved some. I think they get to state tournament, and you know, once you get there, anything can happen. You've seen it many times.
Oh, yes.
So their shot is as good as anyone's, I think.
Now let's talk about the other side of this bracket. You've got Waukesha North taking on Kettle Moraine. We've seen Kettle Moraine before, and they're always a tough team. They play the big rink, and what are your thoughts on that matchup?
Well, I don't know a lot about KMMO. I know that Waukesha has Zed Dietrich, who is one of the top goal scorers, top players in the state. Jake Kupski is a great goalie. You know, but then you look at it and you say, well, yeah, their ticket is punched already just because of who they are and who they have, but I'm sure that a lot of people on the Rapids team said that too, and look what happened to them. So I kind of like Waukesha, and it would be interesting to see those guys down there. So, I mean, who knows?
Number 1 against number 2.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the way it should be if the seeding is done right, and, you know, there's no huge upsets, but I kind of like Waukesha a little bit in that game.
Who do you like in the whole thing? Who's your team?
Well,
who's in your bracket? Who's your money team? Not that we're gambling on high school
no,
sports.
No, I know. We actually didn't even fill out a bracket this year. But, you know, Notre Dame, I think, they feel that they have something to prove. They went down there last year, played a Verona team in the semifinals that they had beat handily a month before, and they took them right out. You know, I think Notre Dame is going to come back with a vengeance. But then you have Eau Claire Memorial, who's strong. You know, I don't know who's in it. I haven't heard the results of all the other games, but there are some good teams, and I mean, that's what it's all about, getting the best teams to state, having them play, and just see what happens. You can pick who you want, but who knows?
You do a fantastic job with WisconsinPrepHockey.net. Always appreciate all the information.
Thank you.
All right, Trasher joining us here. We're going to take another quick break and be back with second period action. This is high school hockey, the sectional final in Section 4, right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Ever think that you could do what these guys are doing right now on CRSN? Ever dreamed about having a career in sports broadcasting? There are good jobs right now for play-by-play announcers, sportscasters, and sports directors at great radio stations all over the country. At Radio 1 Broadcast School in La Crosse, you can get trained and ready for your new radio job. Get on our website, radio1school.com. That's radio1school.com. High school hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Rik and Scotty back from the perch here at Southwood County Ice Arena, getting ready for second period action. The fans are pumped up. It was a thrilling finish to period number 1. 1.1 seconds left. Taylor Trapp off the draw. Pounds one through the pads of Joe Witz, but the clock expired, and you heard what Trasher said, thought it should have been 0.4 seconds when they brought the puck back there anyway, but obviously a kind of an up moment and a down moment for the Panthers there, thinking maybe a 2-1 lead to end the first.
Yeah, it could go either way, too. Hopefully Joe Witz's confidence isn't affected by that shot.
Hilltoppers win the opening draw and control the puck at the blue line. It's Gargaro over to Caleb Blank. Blank takes it in across the line. Drop pass there. Now it's Ian Earp back to the blue line. John Gargaro with it. They have the power play here. Just under a minute left on it. Panthers get it on up to Taylor Trapp, who clears it down all the way. 1-1 the score. Joe Witz holds it up back behind the net. John Gargaro coming over to get it with 47 seconds left on the Hilltopper power play. Gargaro works it right wing to Earp. Pass too far for Lubinsky. And the Panthers will throw it right back into the linesman, and now they'll eventually clear it down. There's 33 seconds left now in the Hilltopper power play. Caleb Blank with it. Now it's Gargaro. Cross ice to Caleb Blank. Shot on net, save again by Julian Grosskopf. Now in the corner. Ian Earp behind the net. Turnaround shot. That's a save by Grosskopf again. 5 seconds left on the power play, and that's cleared down all the way. So both teams at full strength, as you heard the public address announcer say, and it's dumped down all the way, and it'll be an icing call again here with 15:34 left in the second period.
Yeah, the power play for Onalaska had their opportunities, but West Salem doing a good job coming out here in the second period, playing some good defensive hockey in front of Julian Grosskopf, Rick.
So the face-off here at the near circle. And it's Brendan Gargaro taken into the wall as Bailey Martin wanted to pick it up. Dumped into the West Salem end, and icing will be the call again. So Joe Witz will have another draw down in his end of business with 15:23 remaining here in the second period. Now, we talked about the history between these two teams. Hilltoppers drew first blood, but then it was the Panthers evening things up, and we talked about the history of freshmen coming up with big goals.
Yeah, another one today, and Nathan Belling.
Now it's dumped on in by Zach Collum. Picked up here by the Hilltoppers. Cam Oberweiser with it. Sends it right wing. Griffin Trainer couldn't quite pick it up. Now Dabrowski in the corner. Sam knocks it off the wall to Brendan Gargaro, who sends it down low to Griffin Trainer. Trainer gets tied up with a stick, gets pulled down. Onalaska fans want a penalty as Trevor Jones' stick was kind of locked up in the pads.
They're going to get one.
Here's Griffin Trainer trying to pick it up in the corner.
Yeah, Trevor Jones definitely going to the box here, Rick.
So it will be a power play for the Onalaska Hilltoppers face-off down inside the West Salem zone.
Yeah, let's see if Onalaska can capitalize here. We talked about the prowess of the power play and what they've done this season.
Hooking was the call. Like I said, his stick got kind of locked up there. Down beneath us, John Gargaro, cross-ice pass. Caleb Blank up to Ian Earp. Now Lubinsky sends it down low. Mike Bergerfer picks it up and gives it a ride all the way down to kill some time. Puck down in the corner. 1:28 left here on the Hilltopper power play. Cross ice off the near boards. John Gargaro sends it in off the near corner. Puck comes behind the net. Here's Tyler Ebner getting it to Ian Earp. Earp works it back to the near point. Gargaro to Blank. Off to Earp. He'll shoot it off the far corner boards. Blank holds it in at the far point. Now it's Tyler Ebner to the near circle. That one is shot up off a body and into the netting in the far corner.
Yeah, great passing by the Hilltoppers that time, Rick. And they were just trying to set up Earp over on that wing over there on the side of the net. And he was taking a shot. And good defensive play in front, though, by West Salem. Diving on that shot, Rick.
So the face-off at the near circle. 56 seconds left on the Hilltopper power play. And Tepp wins the draw. Back to Brendan Gargaro. Now down low. Tepp and Bingham play catch with it there. Tep back to the near point. Brendan Gargaro on the doorstep. Tep. Then Bennett Hudson trying to whack at it. Couldn't get a clean stick on it. Flipped up, not out. Held in there by Havlicek, but he can't on the second attempt keep it in. Now a chance the other way for the Panthers. Shot kick saved by Witz on the shot by Zach Pierce. Now here come the Hilltoppers. Back the other way. It's Tep. 24 seconds left on the power play. Taylor Trapp makes a nice defensive play. Then Bergerfer gives it a ride. Back behind the net for the Panthers. Held in at the blue line, though, by Havlicek. He'll send it down low. Gets past Tep. Stick to the corner. Taylor Trapp gets over there with him. Brendan Gargaro as well. Now it's Tep. Luke Tep back to the slot, and Havlicek's shot is blocked and up and out of play with 4 seconds left on the Onalaska power play.
Yeah, good play by Zach Pierce getting in front of that shot, and then also Dylan Campbell on the shot before. West Salem's defense doing a very good job anticipating Onalaska's shooting, getting in front and helping out Julian Grosskopf.
Well, the internet gods have not been smiling on us too much here tonight between Ustream and internet, but we're doing the best we can to make sure you can see this one. It doesn't cost you anything. Here comes West Salem at the center circle.
This is true.
And another stoppage here. And it looks like the referee coming over. I didn't exactly see what's taking place. Let's see if we might be able to pick up what the referee is saying here.
Too many men on the ice.
And the argument ensues as Mike Bergerfer and the ref have a discussion that's going to go against the West Salem Panthers.
Yeah, just kind of a sloppy line change there, Rick, and that's what happens. You get too many men on the ice, and West Salem now, that's their 5th penalty of this game.
And with that power play being so potent for the Hilltoppers in both the regular season and the playoffs, it's not what you want. Held in by John Gargaro. Sends it down low, looking for Tyler Ebner. Puck tied up, and it was Lebinsky trying to give him a hand. Now it's Caleb Blank. Spin move off the poke check attempt by Cole Trouch. Now cross ice pass in the near circle. Ebner shot goes off the arm and in, and it's 2-1 Onalaska Hilltoppers. Tyler Ebner, a power play goal.
Good passing by the Hilltoppers. Caleb Blank over cross crease. Tyler Ebner. I like to make scoring time. I like to make scoring time.
No, Scotty did not change nationalities. That's just what he does if you're new to that. It was a goal by Tyler Ebner and a big one on the power play. So the penalties
is nice.
Hurting the West Salem Panthers here early in the second period. Like you said, they had a couple earlier on. 5 penalties in all so far, and the last one a costly one with too many men. Now dumped into the Hilltopper end. Caleb Blank gets it out quickly. Bergerfer sends it right on net. Joe Witz makes the save. Bergerfer testing him there from the neutral zone. That Karem's weird off the glass. Sent ahead by Tep, then knocked in across the line by Bryce Bingham. For Ebner, that was his first goal of the playoffs. Now Bennett Hudson with it. Hudson put it cross ice off the far boards. It's Caleb Blank. On net, saved by Grosskopf. Now Taylor Trapp with it. Gets bumped by Bryce Bingham. Double B. Now it's shot on net and a save by Grosskopf, and he finally pinches it between the pads. A one-timer from right out in front with full velocity.
Yeah, good pass from Bryce Bingham. Bennett Hudson sitting right in the slot. Takes a good whack at it right there. Grosskopf with a really good save right in a high-scoring area for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. And let's see.
Yeah, looks like a line change for both teams. Going to get some fresh legs here. Sam Lass is now out there. He'll be the centerman going up against Nate Clardy. And that's going to be the Panthers getting on up. Here comes Bailey Martin, cross the line left wing. Lass on him. Martin shot up high, and Joe Witz makes the save with a body in front. The screen set up by Ben Pierce, and that almost worked.
Yeah, Bailey Martin showing that blister wrister that time from that left circle. And Rick, that was a ripper and a great save by Witz, able to read that off the screen. As you said, Ben Pierce in that 5'10" frame right in front of him.
So line changes again here. Coach Ebner going with some quick ones here as Lubinski sends it off to Havlicek. He gives it a ride from behind the net. Coming in quickly, though, is Colton Meyer to freeze the puck there along the near boards. And that shot by Bailey Martin goes off a body, off the end boards, now picked up by the Hilltoppers. Havlicek, right wing, sent it on up, stolen away there by Cole Trouch. 2-on-1 chance here for the Panthers. Oh, Bailey Martin went just over the crossbar with that one, hits off the glass, now the puck in the near corner. 2-1 Hilltopper lead here, 11:01 left in the second period. Place is electric with shots at 10 apiece. Behind the net, Havlicek with it now. Sends it off the glass. Another weird carom. Drops down to the stick of Cole Trouch, and he ripped that one up and out of play with 10:50 left here in the second period.
Yeah, you talk about the Omni Center caroms, Rick. I tell you, this rink's got some very odd caroms from behind the boards. We've seen probably about 3 or 4 of them already in this game that have been very odd and very deceptive to a goaltender.
So the face-off down inside the Hilltopper end. And Taylor Trapp going against Luke Tepp here in the circle. Trapp wins the draw. Back to Bailey Martin, who's in the circle. Power play here for West Salem. A penalty on Brendan Gargaro. He got an interference call there. That's the power play for the Panthers. And their power play picked up at the end of the regular season has been great in the playoffs. Trapp skates behind the net. Scotty will have the opportunity to watch how he plays here on the power play. He's a great skater, and he's got the dangle. Shot on net. That one just deflected up over the net off Joe's pads. Now Trapp set it back down low. Chasing with Zach Pierce. Pierce and Bergerford along the end boards. It's Pierce back to the blue line. Bailey Martin off to Trapp. Trapp at the far circle. His shot goes off the glass in the near corner. And the puck comes all the way back into the neutral zone. Power play. 57.1% effective here in the playoffs. During the regular season, just 10.5, but it picked up towards the very end. Dumped in by Bailey Martin. Puck comes behind the net. And the Hilltoppers able to work it out. 54 seconds left on that power play for West Salem. Look at the dangles there by Tyler Ebner, but he eventually loses it. Puck along the West Salem end boards there. Bailey Martin trying to get it loose from Luke Tepp, who's doing a great job of killing time here. It continues to tick. What a penalty kill here. Great work by Luke Tepp. Now it's finally broken out here by West Salem, taking their time to set up the play. Taylor Trapp in left wing. He's got Bailey Martin cutting towards the slot. Oh, look for him on the doorstep. Just missed that one. Nice effort there as the two were working together nicely. Trapp down to Martin. Martin goes right off a defender. Nice play by Caleb Blank to block that one. And 12 seconds remaining here on the power play. Trevor Jones skates back behind the net. Jones now sets it up. Not going to be enough time for a power play goal here, but they have possession and Bergerford takes it in. Onalaska back to full strength. His shot goes up high off the glass. And now the puck along the near boards. West Salem and Taylor Trapp out to the slot, and a nice defensive play there. An opportunity in front for Ben Pierce. Couldn't get the shot off. Dump back into the West Salem end. That'll be an icing call on Onalaska with 8:33 left here in the second period. It's a 2-1 Onalaska lead. Tyler Ebner scoring the lone goal here of the second period, his first of the playoffs.
Yeah, West Salem really trying to do the pretty play on the power play very often, trying to hit that guy in front of the cross crease and or in the slot. You got a couple defensemen calling for the puck at the blue line, having clear shots. Give him a take at it. Get that rebound. Maybe see if you can put it behind Joe Witz, who's been very good in this one so far.
Bouncing puck. Picked up there by the Panthers and then quickly taken away by Sam Dabrowski. Now out with it. Oberweiser, right wing to Griffin Trainer. Here comes Trainer. Takes a bump into the far boards. Big hit there. As it was Dylan Campbell using the body. That one sent on net. Groskopf the save. Dives out top of the crease and eventually covers it up with bodies on top of him. And it looks like Cam Oberweiser, who doesn't weigh a lot, he's one of the smaller players of the team. He was on top of his head there.
Yeah, Oberweiser trying to pick up on the rebound as Sam Drabowski tried to go 5-hole on Groskopf coming around the back end. And I tell you, Groskopf had to get on that puck very quickly.
The young line, Sam Dabrowski with a huge goal in that big game we did where the comeback. Oh, a huge hit there by Griffin Trainer as he stepped right into Caden Hogue. Now the Hilltoppers, centering pass, Oberweiser knocked it ahead to Trainer, dumps it into the West Salem end. Groskopf tapped it with his stick. Now it's Dylan Campbell. Gets a little bit of help there. And now picked up by Bailey Martin. Martin gives it to the corner and sent up by Colton Meyer. Of course, Hunter Meyer, much larger, graduated last year at a big part of this team. Shot on net, saved by Grosskopf. Second one down to Grosskopf, see that one. The Hilltoppers putting pressure on. Caleb Blank now back in the neutral zone. Now down in the corner they go for it. Bryce Bingham along with Bailey Martin. Martin behind the net. Off the wall. Bennett Hudson there using the big frame to keep it inside the zone. Now here's Martin trying to make a move around Caleb Blank.
That's going to be a penalty
And
there,
interference is the call. So you see the referee make the call. The Hilltoppers going to go to the box for 2. Interference going to be the call on a power play for the West Salem Panthers. 6:51 left here in the second period. 2-1 Onalaska.
Yeah, Caleb Blank has had a great game in this one for the Hilltoppers so far. That probably his biggest mistake of this game in its onset, Rick. And I tell you, the Onalaska defense has done a great job. But now West Salem, another power play opportunity here. And let's see if they can keep the momentum alive on what they've been doing.
Caleb Blank in the box. That goes off Joe Witz's stick. Set up behind the net. Puck comes to the far boards. Ian Earp going to get there and able to clear it down all the way. Grosskopf holds it up back behind the net. It's the Panthers taking it up center ice. Look at the dangles here as Taylor Trapp takes it in. Trying to get it around. Ian Earp wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, Onalaska just doing a fantastic job. Neutral ice, keeping West Salem at bay.
Now Bailey Martin with it. 1:22 left on the power play. That one shot up high. In the corner now. Panthers trying to set something up. Fed back to the high slot and tipped to the doorstep. And what a save by Joe Witz as Trapp was right there in front. Oh, big chance for the Panthers to tie this game up. 1:02 left now on the power play. 5:51 left in the second. Onalaska up 2-1. Bailey Martin gave it left wing. Trapp now across the line. Trapp puts it up high, the glass in the corner. Back to the near point. Trevor Jones takes his time, sends it down low. Al Pierce sent it back behind the net. Trapp to the doorstep looking for Bergerfer and couldn't connect. Puck down all the way. Trapp gets there first. Or I should say Bailey Martin to Trapp. And he'll get off for a line change. Up to Trevor Jones. Jones with it. Takes it in left wing. Jones looking for the wraparound. Goes cross crease with it. And the Hilltoppers dump it down on net. Saved there by Grosskopf. Julian has been great in net so far tonight. And now the Hilltoppers able to keep it in. Levinsky with a backhand. Hilltoppers back to full strength. Kicked up the right wing boards. Nice move by Ben Pierce to get it ahead to Taylor Trapp. Here's Trapp on the move. Trapp from the far circle off a stick up and out of play. Good defense by the Hilltoppers there as Havlicek stepped right out in front of the shot.
Yeah, Onalaska's defense has done a great job, especially on that penalty kill, Rick. And again, West Salem going for them pretty plays behind the net. Onalaska reading it perfectly. Their defensemen are collapsing in front of the net. Witz is not getting a ton of pressure. And right there, I think Taylor Trapp got a little excited on that shot, Rick.
Face off at the far circle, 4:37 left here in the second period, 2-1. The Onalaska Hilltoppers lead. Brendan Gargaro coming off the ice for a change here. Cam Oberweiser out. He's going to take the draw now. He'll go head-to-head with Caden Hogue, and he'll win that draw. Now Blank, who just got out of the box, sends it right wing, and Hilltoppers unable to control. Goes all the way down. Sent right out in front, shot by Lass. Scrambling is Grosskopf, and somehow he kept it from crossing the line. Sam Lass with a golden opportunity there for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, and what a stop by Julian Grosskopf.
I do not know how Julian Grosskopf stopped that one as Sam Lass just took a whack right at it. It went over on that left post, Rick, and Grosskopf somehow got the glove on it.
Face off at the far circle with 4:21 left here in the second period.
Let's just say some gods are smiling on some people right now.
Yes, indeed. Griffin Trainer's pass too soft. Here come the Panthers up center ice. Moving to the left is Nathan Belling. He had the first period goal and the lone goal for the Panthers. There's one stolen away by John Gargaro. Nice defensive play. Johnny picked up an assist on the first Hilltopper goal. That one sticked away by Grosskopf. Now behind the net, centering pass, and doesn't quite hook up with Oberweiser as Griffin Trainer tried to make it happen. Nice move there. Across the line comes Caden Hogue. Hogue shot and a save by Joe Witz.
Wow.
Caden Hogue with a dandy move at the blue line. Took it in, gave it a rip, and Joe Witz with a big save.
Yeah, Hogue with a 2-on-1 right there, and Witz doing a good job holding on that corner, Rick. Just staying strong, following Hogue the whole way. Great save.
3:46 remaining here in the second period. 2-1 Onalaska. Puck inside the Hilltopper zone. Back to Bergerfer at the point on net. Witz makes the save but didn't hold on to it. Now the Hilltopper's going to pick it up. Luke Tepp with it. Taking it. Sends it right wing to Bingham. Bingham has his lane closed off as Trevor Jones stepped in front of him. Puck goes back into the neutral zone. Knocked back in by Havlicek. Now Bergerfer, he gets knocked down by Bingham. He looked around to see if there was going to be a call, and Bergerfer is down, crumpled with his head to the ice, looking for the call. Still down. Michael Bergerfer, they can ill afford to lose him, a key player on defense for the West Salem Panthers.
Yeah, the coaching staff hollering at Julian Grosskopf to get back in the crease as he's getting after the referee on that hit right there.
And at this point, there's no call. 3:04 left here in the second period.
Yeah, then Bergerfer took one heck of a shot down there.
It didn't look as big as I mean, I didn't think that unless he got him somewhere where it really.
I think his head might have hit that.
It had to be something after he went down, because the hit itself was not that hard of a hit.
I think his head hit the side of that just the barrier there on the way down.
It was to the back, which could be grounds for a penalty.
Yeah. Honestly, it should be a penalty. Looking at it from this perspective and what I saw, it should be at least a 2-minute penalty on the Hilltoppers right now.
But at this stage, Michael Bergerfer still sitting on the ice.
That'd be a big loss for West Salem if he can't continue.
And Trainer's still talking to him.
Bergerfer on the season.
Looks like he's going to get up here now.
Yeah, that's good. 6 goals, 25 assists, 31 points in the regular season. In the playoffs, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points for the Panthers. And he might have a concussion, Rick.
Fans showing their appreciation for him as he gets to his feet. Sharp kid, Michael Bergerfer, one of those that were responsible for putting together the pond hockey tournament on Lake Neshonoc, and a lot of work went into that to his senior project. And boy, I know he wants to get back on the ice.
Yeah, right now though, I think he might have a concussion the way he was coming off the ice.
Well, they will evaluate it, but being a senior, this is it right here. And if they have any inclination that it is a concussion, he will not be back out there.
That is true.
Faceoff will be inside the West Salem zone. Conversation still going with Julian Grosskopf and the referee, and I completely understand where the Panthers would think that there should have been 2 minutes there, but it doesn't look like they're going to get the call. So the faceoff of the near circle, Panthers knock it on into the zone. Racing is John Gargaro back in his own end. Tapped it off the near wall. Now Ebner to Levinsky. Levinsky back to Ebner. Ebner puts it off the pipe. How about that? He was looking for number 2 of the game. Back to John Gargaro. Screen set up, and bodies in front. Now the Panthers can't clear. Knocked down by Ebner. Ian Earp now weaves at the blue line. He'll cut down low, and that shot off a skate, and back into the neutral zone it comes. John Gargaro cross ice off to Caleb Blank. Up onto Ian Earp. Earp from the far circle. Shot saved by Grosskopf. Now Gargaro's pass was knocked down and stolen, and a chance on a breakaway. Here's Zach Pearson. What a defensive play by the Hilltoppers to break that up. Boy, it was a near breakaway opportunity the other way. Levinsky scores, and it's 3-1. And he jumps onto the home fans there that have made the trip, his classmates And the celebration continues for Austin Lubinski, his first goal of the playoffs, and the Hilltoppers up 3-1 with 2:09 left in the second.
Set up by a great defensive play, up down the ice. Ian Earp with a great cross-crease pass over to Lubinski. The first rule about Goal Club, you don't talk about Goal Club. The second rule about Goal Club, you don't talk about Goal Club.
There you go. And Austin Lubinski in Goal Club without question,
he is.
Scotty.
And that was a great shot. Took it over on that glove side. Groskopf, I don't think is focused right now, Rick. I think he's thinking about that.
You okay?
injury.
Your face is pretty red.
I want some chili.
All right.
I'm good.
They have good chili here.
They do. It's tasty.
That's going to be an offsides call there as they were both poking it at the blue line. Caden Hogue and Brendan Gargaro. So Austin Lubinski with a huge goal here gives the Hilltoppers a 2-goal lead with 2:03 left here in the second period. Sent in across the line. Here's the race for it. Back first, Nathan Belling. Sent back to the point, though. Caleb Blank put it right into Zach Collum, and it's sent ahead. Racing is Coden Hogue, and Hogue goes down there along the end boards. Now it's Griffin Trainer with it. Trainer for the Hilltoppers. With Blank, who gets it up to Oberweiser. Oberweiser to Dabrowski. Couldn't get the shot off. Nice defensive play there by the West Salem Panthers. That's going to be sent up into the bench there by Cole Trouch, stopping play with 1:26 left here in the second period. Hope to have a conversation with Bob Monroe during the intermission, the head coach of the West Salem Bangor Panthers. Assistants, Eric Borey and Adam Daniels. I don't think Dino's talking to us.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe in post game.
Be good to get Deansy on.
That's going to be sent in off the end boards. Trouch there now for West Salem. Try to feed the point. And getting a stick on it was Dylan Campbell, but not much control. Trouch puts it cross crease, and it goes off the near corner boards. Fight for it there. John Gargaro steps up behind the net to pick it up.
1 minute to go in the period. 1 minute.
Under a minute to play, as you heard. Here's a hustling Bryce Bingham. Double B, nice pass to the first circle, and shot by Bennett Hudson, and a save by Groskopf. The puck goes up and out of play. Boy, nice setup there.
Yeah, they've had a couple of those in this game, Bingham and Hudson, and that time another big opportunity for Hudson to get one past Groskopf, but good job by Julian holding the pipe over there on that glove side.
Julian Groskopf has seen some shots, and I haven't seen the shots change on the board here, so we don't know what the actual number is.
I was just going to mention that actually a little while ago.
I don't have a shot chart here, so I would say Onalaska with the edge in that department. That's sticked away by Joe Witz to the near corner. Cross creaser. Looking for Taylor Trapp on the other side. Trapp will race back in the neutral zone. Kyler Ebner converging as well. And then tapped to the stick of Taylor Trapp back behind the net. Oh, he had that poked away. Oh, the stick caught on Trapp, and the puck still back behind the net. Comes right on the doorstep, and Trapp will then work it out a little bit behind as he worked it up to Zach Pierce. Now beneath us there, John Gargaro trying to pick it up. Here's Trapp coming in. Trapp shot through Witz's pads, and it goes to the line. And Joe Witz's back is on top of it as the net comes off the moorings. The West Salem Panther faithful thought it was going to go in when it got through Joe's pads, but he got back in time with his back with 4.1 seconds left. And this time it was Joe Witz with some super luck.
Taylor Trapp again going 5-hole on Witz.
That went right through him. He got enough of it to slow it down.
And they're going to call Trapp on a cross check.
The puck is not bouncing in the Panthers' favor here in this one.
The West Salem fans are not happy.
So Taylor Trapp going to go for cross-checking. Had just 2 penalty minutes coming in to this, the third of the playoff games, this sectional final.
6th penalty on the Panthers in this game.
So a face-off to the glove hand side of Julian Groskopf with 4.1 seconds left. And I take nothing for granted after seeing 1.1 on the clock and a shot go through.
That's for sure.
So most likely, not for sure, it'll be another power play for the Onalaska Hilltoppers to start the period. And that goes back to the point, to the blue line, and that will take care of period number 2. After 2 periods, the Onalaska Hilltoppers have a 3-1 lead here at Southwood County Ice Arena. This in the sectional final. Rik Franke Scotty Gran will be back with more action. High school hockey sectional final action here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Have you been to the Spillway Pub yet? If not, you're missing out on one of the best neighborhood establishments in Onalaska. Located on Irvin Street in Onalaska off Highway 35, the Spillway is an awesome place to go after any event to relax with friends and family. The Spillway Pub has great weekly specials. When Bucky plays, enjoy the Monster Mug Special, $3 tappers during the game. Also, after any local sporting event, if you are wearing purple, your second drink is free. Come to the neighborhood pub where you belong. The Spillway Pub off Highway 35 on Irvin Street in Onalaska. Have you been to the Spillway Pub yet?
It's time for the CRSN Intermission Report, brought to you by the AAA Junior Chill. Now, here with the recap of the period, Rik Franke.
Rik Franke along with Scotty Gran. After 2 periods of play, the Onalaska Hilltoppers with a 3-1 lead on the West Salem Panthers in this Section 4 final. We're going to go down to the bench and talk with the head coach of the West Salem Bangor Panthers, Coach Bob Monroe. Coach, can you hear us okay down there?
I can. Thanks, Rick.
Coach, this was kind of an interesting game so far in terms of things that have happened to the Panthers. A little bit of an issue there with, the 1.1 seconds left. What was your take on things? It was an icing call on Onalaska. The faceoff was brought back there in the first period, and then you guys score right off the draw.
Yeah, we thought there was time left on the clock. Not much. We think we got it right at 1.1 there. But, we were hoping to get something right off the drop of the puck towards the net. It was clear that, to me, that we didn't get a clear shot. Obviously, he came back, took the shot. That's going to take longer than 1.1 seconds. So, the right call was made, but, we accomplished getting it to the net. Just didn't have enough time on the clock.
Yeah, Coach Monroe, what's the status of Michael Bergefer right now? Can you tell us what his status is for the rest of this game at this point?
Well, it looks like an upper body, but from what I'm being told by the training staff, he will be back in the third period.
Oh, that's great to hear. I mean, with being a senior and being so important, I mean, looking to see what he's done moving back to the defense for the Panthers this year. Tell us about what that's meant to the team.
It's meant a lot to us. I can't say enough about Michael being willing to change positions that he's played all, his senior career or his high school career as a forward. But to bring him back on D, and I just really appreciate what Michael's done for us to add some size and some strength back there at the defensive position. So,
coming out in the third period, I know you want to get in the locker room and talk to the boys here. Any change in strategy?
Well, I think for the third period, we're gonna lay it all out on the ice. That's for sure. We're gonna make some adjustments, and we're gonna come out flying. Last 17 minutes for these seniors is going to mean a lot. And a sectional game, you'd think after 2 periods you kind of got the nerves and the jitters out. But the funny thing is, when you look across and you're playing Onalaska, they never go away. So we're just going to come out flying and hope for good things.
Yeah, Coach, talk about Taylor Trapp and his intensity in this game so far. He really seems like that he's very motivated in this one. He's had a couple of really good opportunities. I mean, can you feel for the kid a little bit?
Always. For the intensity level and the speed and what's at stake, it's so tough not to grip the stick too tight, or it's just such a high emotional, intense game that you feel for all of them. You really do.
Absolutely, no doubt. Bob, as always, we appreciate you making time for us, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Coach Bob Monroe, West Salem Bangor Panthers. In our CRSN Intermission Report, we'll take a break, be back with more.
Do you ever count people talking on their cell phones while driving? It's pretty scary. But what about scary behavior you can't see? A recent study says that 1 in 7 drivers doesn't have car insurance. If one hits you, are you covered? Don't hope so. Know so. Call an Allstate agent today for a free Good Hands coverage checkup. Are you in good hands?
Get your free Good Hands coverage checkup. Call Onalaska Allstate agent Cole Coble today, 608-402-4220. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois. The Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA hockey program is an organized association for the development of elite hockey players through exposure of the highest levels of hockey, qualified coaches, competitive tournaments, recognized alumni. Araya Hayes, D1 Minnesota State, and now the Worcester Sharks, the AHL affiliate of the San Jose Sharks. Derek Stepan, D1 University of Wisconsin, New York Rangers of the NHL. Check out the complete list of Blue Devils alumni and more at westernwisconsinbluedevils.net. Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA hockey. Building, shaping, and supporting hockey in Western Wisconsin for the future. Western Wisconsin Blue Devils, located in Tomah, Wisconsin, are proud sponsors of CRSN and the Coulee Region Chill.
Hi, this is Mike, and I'm with Scott the Culligan Man. And Scott, I have a friend who has a dishwasher that's 16 years old. It looks brand new.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, and she's had Culligan conditioned water in her house since they built it. You know, if your dishwasher's not working like you think it should, it's probably your water. Give us a call. We'll come out and test it and tell you for sure.
Take them up on their $10 a month, 6-month home trial, limited time offer.
Hey, Culligan Man. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Calling all area youth hockey players, this is AJ Degenard, head coach and general manager of the NAHL Coulee Region Chill. I want you to be a part of the Chill, and now as a local youth hockey player you can. Come try out for our Junior Chill AAA spring summer teams or get involved with our hockey developmental programs. We are committed as a coaching staff to help area youth develop their hockey skills.
For more information, go to crchill.com. The Junior Chill AAA, a great coaching staff, great player development, a great experience.
The third annual Ballin' for Brandon 3-on-3 basketball tournament is set for April 5th. 8 male and female divisions ranging from 4th grade to over 35 years. Brandon Jennings was a senior at Holman High School at the time of his death in a tragic car accident. Brandon was on the Holman basketball and football team before tragedy struck and was progressing academically toward his goals after high school. All proceeds from this event will fund the Brandon Jennings Memorial Scholarship, which will be awarded to a senior at Holman High School that is going to a 4-year college. The team fee is $60, which includes a guarantee of 2 games and a commemorative t-shirt. For more information on the tournament, go to hybbc.webs.com or email ballinforbrandon@yahoo.com. You can also pick up registration forms at both area YMCAs and local businesses listed on the website. CRSN is a proud sponsor of the 3rd annual Ballin' for Brandon 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Get in the game, April 5th. High school hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
High school hockey, indeed, a sectional final where the Onalaska Hilltoppers are up 3-1 on the West Salem Panthers after 2 periods, and they'll start out with a power play. 1:56 left on it. Going to talk with Magic Mike Pierre behind the glass here in just a moment, but I did want to talk a little bit about the Greater Lacrosse Sports Connection Awards Banquet. Great event every year. Going to be at the Lacrosse Center Ballroom. That'll be on Sunday, April 6th. And the time on that, because you got to make sure you get your tickets, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that coming up. 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Now, you can vote right now. You can go to our Facebook fan page, or you can also go to the Lacrosse Sports Connection and place your votes. You got to do a sign-in first, just so they know where the votes are coming from. Voting ends on March 24th, so you got to make sure you make some time to do that. And the winners will be announced on April 6th. Of course, teaming up with WXOW is the Sports Connection. And Scotty Emmerich, who does a great job there with the sports, and he'll be the MC of the event. Going to be John Konkak will be there, former NBA player, as the keynote speaker. Of course,
5th pick overall, wasn't he?
5th pick overall.
Hey,
and,
there you go.
I believe it was 85.
Yes.
By the Atlanta Hawks, and then he, of course, played with the Orlando Magic when they were in the finals, I do believe.
Yeah, I think they were starting to get back. I think it's when they drafted Shaq in '92. I think he was there a couple seasons with them then.
Yeah, but there's different ticket prices. $35 for adults includes dinner and the awards program. $20 $50 student tickets includes the dinner and awards program, and then there's VIP tickets for $65. That includes dinner, awards program, VIP social with the guest speaker, John Konkak, which
awesome.
is very, very cool. And there'll be sports memorabilia. They'll have all kinds of things for you to maybe invest in if you want to add to the man cave, possibly.
I'll get outbid on my Aaron Rodgers photo like I always do.
Yes, of course.
Every year.
And they will
I'm
have
cheap.
new Hall of Fame members will be inducted as well. It's always about you, Scott, isn't it?
Not really.
For more information about the Greater Lacrosse Sports Connection Awards Banquet, contact Jeremiah Burrish, Director of Sports Sales. You can contact him via phone at 608-782-2250, or you can email Jeremiah, and the address is Burrish, B-U-R-I-S-H, at explorelacrosse.com. It is a great event, and I'm looking forward to it.
It is. And we've gone a couple times, Rick, and they always put on a great show. A lot of cool things. That silent auction is tremendous. They got some awesome things. And just kind of seeing the recognition of the area athletes is always something to behold.
Teresa Knudsen is on the list.
Female
high
athlete of the
school
year.
female athlete, Courtney Meyer from Onalaska, Mariah Schultz from Onalaska Luther. High school male athlete, Matt Thomas from Onalaska.
There you go.
You got Bronson Koenig from Aquinas, Ben Thornton from La Crosse Central. The list goes on and on. Of course, Coach of the Year for football, Steve King with a great year with the Holman Vikings.
Yep.
And the list goes on. You can check it out for yourself. Magic Mike will check it out, won't you, Mike?
You bet, Rick.
How you doing? You enjoying the game from the cheap seats?
Yeah, it's kind of enjoyable. I've never stood that far up in the bleachers before, but with the wonderful students here from Onalaska today, you got to stand up a little higher to make sure you can see what's going on. The hardest part, of course, is watching the play along the near boards here where you can't see well today.
Beyond the Class with Pierre Mike
Beyond the
Gargaro.
Class with Pierre Gargaro.
I'll tell you what, I spent a lot of time the last week talking to parents, whose kids have graduated.
There he is.
Yeah, we're in the corner, Recce.
All right, you got him.
And it's just been, best comment I heard last night was from Oak Mosier, who just told, John, Teresa, who's at the Chill game, just, you know what, go on the ice, look up in the crowd, enjoy the moment, and then just go out and play and see what happens.
It's been a good game, eh?
Yeah, it has. I mean, and, it's kind of fun, watching, some of the other parents and things like that. I enjoy it. When you coach these kids, every one of these kids on this Hilltopper team, and a lot of those West Salem kids, I've either coached in summer hockey or in the Pichet League. And, it's going to be sad for to see some of those kids one way or the other, whichever team ends up winning this game. And, Taylor Trapp, I couldn't count how many nights he spent at our house. For a while, obviously it was, gosh, Taylor, maybe just move in the summer because he seemed like he was there all the time.
It's a great rivalry between these two teams, and you can see it from the second they came out on the ice that they were both hungry for it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty obvious that, I don't know that I think there's respect for each team, amongst the players, and it's just, they're going to go out and play hard, and they've all skated with and against each other in multiple different programs, and, obviously youth hockey and the local league and non-league games and playing together in AAA programs, whether it's the Blue Devils or the Bucks or Wheel or whatever else. We had, Julian and Joe were our goalies for Wheel this last fall on the U18 team. So it's kind of fun to throw both those kids out there, and now they're battling against each other.
I'll throw a weird question out at you. Obviously John and Brendan play for Onalaska, but you're a level 5 coach. If you're Bob Monroe, what do you tell the boys in the locker room?
Well, puck's going deep, I can tell you that. We're not going to mess around with the puck in the defensive zone. We're flying the zone as fast as we can, and start to get to that 10-minute mark. It's still down 2 goals. You're going to have to start, doing a little more pinching and getting to the net, and it's just normal things that you do, simple things.
Hey, Mike, since they can't keep track of shots on the board, how's that abacus doing down there? Are you keeping track down there?
Yeah, it's actually pretty close. First period, I thought, I didn't think shots were 10-10 by any means, but then again, we had a lot of, Alaska had a lot of shots.
10-10 all game. What are you talking about?
Well, no, we got 23 and 17 totals now, so.
Yeah, they did. They put them up at the end of the period.
Yeah, they just don't go during the game. They're just going at the end.
Yeah.
So it's been, there's been some, that goal at the end of the first period getting waved off, which, I got to say, I'm not sure why we iced the puck like Coach Ebner said. I don't know who he was talking about. That might have been the other kid in the house we haven't talked about. But at the same time, we just got to relax and play. They've skated for all these kids have skated for how many hours to this point? It's like, don't worry about anything else. You go, use your instincts at this point. Let's go.
It's time to drop the puck. Mike, Pierre Gargaro, we thank you for Beyond the Class.
I'll keep the headphones on here in case you got any questions. I'm more than happy to help you. Right?
All right, that sounds good.
See you guys.
Thanks a lot. There he is.
Was he implying I wasn't any help?
No, you've been help. I'm sure he's enjoyed your goal calls tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Usually does.
You probably surprised a few people. You haven't been with me for too many hockey
games.
No, little did they know
we
that
split it up for basketball and hockey this year.
Yeah, for many years you were with me for all the big games, but now with you being the man behind the mic for the basketball, which we'll have a sectional final pie coming up next week in that as well.
Yes.
It's Ian Earp for the Hilltoppers, dropping it on into the West Salem end. Power play for Onalaska here in the third period as we're just underway. John Gargaro, he sent it down. Now it's Lubinsky, scored a big goal for the Hilltoppers to make it 3-1. There's a shot by Guerrero, save, and they work it back up to John, who tried to get it to Ebner, who got knocked down right at the blue line. Well, that pass misses everyone, sent back down inside the West Salem zone, and that's going to bring the face-off all the way back into the Onalaska end with an icing call. 1:22 left on the power play for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, one thing Onalaska's done in this game very well is I think their board play has been outstanding. They seem to be maintaining possession and really executing offense off of those pucks off the boards and getting guys in very good scoring positions and feeding those guys when they have the opportunity.
Our thanks to Alex Taylor running the camera today on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Of course, runs the camera for all the Hilltopper games for Coach Ebner, and today we've got him on the road trip with us. Here's Lubinsky working it back to Caleb Blank. Blank along the blue line to John Gargaro. Backhand pass to Ian Earp. Earp makes a move off the wall. Getting poked at, shot down low. Lubinsky's stick got in front of it. Now he gets tied up behind the net. Now it's Tyler Ebner. Feeds John Gargaro. Takes his time. Works it off the wall. Gets it back now along the blue line. Gargaro to Blank. Blank towards the net. Oh, they look for the redirect in front, but it was just behind Lubinsky. Now Gargaro gets it back along the blue line. Shot down low, just wide near side. And I believe the puck came up and out of play on my blind spot there, but yep. 31 ticks left on the Hilltopper power play. 15:35 left in the third period. 3-1. If you're just joining us here on the Coulee Region Sports Network, the Hilltoppers leading West Salem.
Yeah, and Onalaska doing a good job cycling the puck in their zone, but West Salem doing an even better job in front.
Shots 23-17 after the two periods in favor of Onalaska. Here's Havlicek. Works that off to Brendan Gargaro, and it gets past the stick of Jason Havlicek. And now it'll be picked up by Luke Tepp. He's along with Bennett Hudson as they take it in right wing. Towards the net, Grosskopf steers it to the far boards. And that'll be knocked down all the way by the West Salem Panthers. That should take care of the Onalaska power play on the penalty at the end of the period to Taylor Trapp. Brendan Gargaro picking it up. Bouncing puck there in the neutral zone, sent in by Bryce Bingham. Now it's on the stick of Dylan Campbell. Oh, a huge hit by Luke Tepp. Oh, your lights got knocked out there. Still face down at the far circle is Campbell, and he'll get up to his knees now. That was a huge body check.
There's been a lot of them in this game, Rick, and I don't know that whenever these two teams play, it's physical, and this game for sure has not been shying away from the body contact, let's just say.
That one was a bell ringer.
And we're not talking the Chili's up.
No, that was one of the bigger hits I've seen.
No doubt.
In high school hockey this year. Sam Last, the centerman here for the Hilltoppers, and they got tied up at the circle. Panthers a race in. Cole Troush trying to get there, but Caleb Blank gets there first. That gets past everyone and all the way back down to the Panther end. Both teams at full strength here. Bergerfer back in the game. Was out towards the end of that second period after what looked to be a head injury, but he seems to be back and ready to go, as Coach Monroe had said. Well, that made it past Joe's stick there, and now Caleb Blank picks it up, sends it off the far boards and all the way in. Icing will be the call. Face-off going to come back into the Onalaska end.
Some high school boys regional action tonight, Rick. The regional finals, all games start at 7 o'clock. Holman at Central, Aquinas at GET, West Salem at Elk Mound, Westby at Blair Taylor, Hillsboro at Bangor. How about that? North Crawford at Cassville tonight if you're looking for some hoops action after the SN.
Draw one by the Panthers. Turnaround shot goes wide off the near corner. Now to Tyler Ebner. He tried to pick it back up after it was poked, and now here comes Taylor Trapp up right wing. Trapp makes a move towards the slot. His shot is blocked. Nice defensive play by the Hilltoppers. Back to the near point. Trevor Jones. He sent it to Pierce, who shot it off the end boards. Now Trapp tried to turn around and center it back up to Cody Green, but couldn't get it there. From the corner, Trapp back to Bergerfer. Bergerfer fakes the tee shot, then sends it on net. Joe Witz with a glove save. It's a soft one, trying to catch Joe off guard, and Joe is ready with the glove.
Yeah, Joe's been pretty good in this one, Rick. The opportunities that have been high percentage for West Salem, he stopped a lot of those. He's had good defensive play in front, and I have to say John Gargaro has played a fantastic game when he's been on the ice today for the Hilltoppers.
So the face-off of the far circle here. That one sent just wide. Joe was a little off balance there had it been on target. Here's Bingham. He sends it up left wing. Tepp will pick it up at center ice. Puck comes across the line. Now Tepp again with some space. Oh, his pass is knocked away. Good defensive play by Dylan Campbell. To the blue line, sent in off the near wall. Cross ice pass dumped back in by Brendan Gargaro. Now the Panthers pick it up. That'll be sent wide on a blast by Colton Meyer. Meyer tries to get to it there in the near corner, and three bodies fall. Meyer, one of those. He's still tied up with a stick in his jersey. Now Luke Tepp takes it. Across the line, cuts towards the slot. Drop pass, just misses Bryce Bingham. Double B wanted it, but couldn't pick it up. Now here come the Panthers. Trouch with it in the neutral zone. Sends it wide far side. Up left wing, misses Oberweiser. Icing will be the call. And the faceoff going to come back towards the Onalaska zone. Of course, the winner of this game has a ride down to Madison to play in the state quarterfinals. And we talked about the opponent, the winner between Waukesha North and Kettle Moraine.
That's going to be a tough test. Either
Very
one of
tough.
either one of those teams, one of the best teams in the state, that's going to be a tough test.
Draw one by the Panthers. That one bounced off a skate at the far circle as Trapp was setting in position. Down in the corner, Trapp picks it up. Trapp, oh, he was looking for Pierce on the doorstep and couldn't quite hook up. Back across the West Salem blue line it goes, and Bergerfer knocks down Ian Earp. There's a stretch pass too far for Trapp. Had that one been on target, he had a lot of room.
Yes, he did.
Just Caleb Blank was back, and Trapp knows how to dangle. He knows how to make moves. Of course, Caleb Blank, though, stellar on defense all season long. And not only is he a good defensive defenseman, but boy, offensively, 12 power play assists this season. 12 power play assists.
Had the first goal of this game on the power play from the blue line on a beautiful shot.
Panthers with the clock their enemy, looking to try to bring it within one. Sent in there by Zach Collum. In the corner, Collum tried to dig it out, but the Hilltoppers get to it first. Dabrowski sends it into the neutral zone. Now all the way back down on net. Witz makes an easy save from the long clear into the zone. Cody Hogum to the corner. Griffin Trainer. Now flipped across the blue line to the West Salem end. Icing will be the call. Face-off coming back on Onalaska way. So this will be our last high school hockey game on the Coulee Region Sports Network for the year. Baseball coming up, still more basketball, as you will be looking at a sectional final most likely.
Sectional semis, and then we'll see if we can get into the finals here, depending on what we got going on. We'll definitely have a sectional semifinal game. That's an evident going to happen.
Here comes Bergerfer back across the blue line to pick it up. Bergerfer off the near boards, held in by Blank towards the net. Julian Grosskopf makes the save. Now Ben Pierce had it taken off his stick. Hilltoppers work it back. Caleb Blank, he'll tee it up. Oh, Oh, Julian Grosskopf didn't see it. It went through, and it was cleared from behind the net. Oh, my, that could have been disastrous for the Panthers, but a headsy defensive play behind the net. I didn't see the number of the stick that cleared it out, but that was trickling towards the goal line. Here comes Hudson in. Hudson, he tries to center it. Took a hit into the end boards. Now it's picked up by Taylor Trapp. Trapp, he'll shoot it down low. Kick save there by Joe Witz. Second one, and Witz pops the glove up on the second shot by Bailey Martin. And Joe Witz coming up with 2 huge saves.
Yeah, Joe Witz right there. Trapp doing a good job using the defender as a screen, taking that wrist shot right at the pad side, then kicking it out. Martin with that ripper right from the right circle, and Witz with the glove. I tell you, Rick, Joe Witz has been very good in this game.
9:49 left here, and Witz makes another save off the draw. Blank up to Ian Earp. Earp crossed the line. Earp with a toe drag. Backhand shot. Grosskopf covers it up against his chest. Oh, what a move by Ian Earp. He's been held in check pretty much in this one, and on that, he made a dandy move towards the slot.
Yeah, 29 goals in the regular season, 17 assists, 46 points in the regular season, Rick, and showed why right there.
Behind the net, Colton Meyer. Meyer for the Panthers, goes right wing with it. Up to Taylor Trapp. Trapp off the stick there. And they'll get a line change, will the Panthers. Now it's controlled by Onalaska. Caleb Blank right wing to Earp. Earp goes down as he lost his edge. Puck down in the corner. Back across the blue line. Blank gives it a ride back in. 8:56 left here in the third period. Onalaska up 3-1 in this contest. Here's a chance now for Hunter Pree. Puts it on net. Saved by Joe Witz. And the puck cleared back into the neutral zone. Trevor Jones waiting for his line mates to get back across the line, and he dumped it in. Brendan Gargaro to Havlicek. Past Sam Lass's stick. Bergefer in the neutral zone. Bergefer dumps it down. On the other end, Hunter Pree can't get there in time as Joe slowed it up behind the net. And that'll be dumped into the West Salem end. Bergefer back to collect it. Michael Bergefer. Now Bailey Martin. Martin left wing. Off the stick there at Trevor Jones. And another hit in the neutral zone. Sense of urgency now for West Salem. Along the near board, sent back to the far point. West Salem on net again, a save as Cole Trout shot it right on target, but Joe Witz comes up big. That puck goes up and out of play. 7:53 left here in the third period, and it's still 3-1 Onalaska.
Yeah, West Salem's starting to really pick up the intensity here. They know they've only got 7:53 left, like you said, Rick, and man, it shows in how they're skating right now. They are really trying to pressure Joe Witz with everything they got.
Trying to come up with the answers. Time ticking. Nathan Belling, who has the lone West Salem goal, had the puck. Hilltoppers. Upright wing, just over the stick of Bryce Bingham. Now it's Bennett Hudson sending it in. West Salem right there. Cleared back to the neutral zone. John Gargaro dumps it in. Puck to the corner. Clock continues to tick. 7:15 left. 3-1 Onalaska. Now Luke Tepp along the end boards. Bennett Hudson picks it up now. Back to the point. Here's Caleb Blank. Drops it down low. Cross ice pass, not on target as it was tipped. And now here comes West Salem. Bingham fell down. Trap, drop pass. On the stick of Zach Pierce. Pierce from falling down, shot it on net, and Joe Witz makes the stop.
Wow, Pierce taking that shot right there. Rick. Trap again in front, trying to set that screen on Joe Witz. Maybe a little too extracurricular at the end as well, as he was trying to have Witz drop that puck.
So 6:47 left. Face-off at the far circle inside the Onalaska zone. Joe Witz has been tested in this third period, and he has come up big. Dumped across the line by Cody Green. Hilltoppers pick it up. Caleb Blank. That one kicked by Bergefer into the neutral zone. Nice pass to Ebner. Shot down low. Save. Rebound. Another save as Lubinsky was on the doorstep on the rebound. Julian coming up huge there. Now the Panthers see a 2-goal deficit. Having a little trouble getting out of their own end. Bergefer will dump it in. Behind the net. Played by Joe Witz. Left there for Caleb Blank. Blank stretch pass into the neutral zone. Then flipped in by Tyler Ebner. Here's a chance. Oh, Griffin Trainer ripped it wide. Puck comes endboards. Hilltoppers had it there for a moment, but then coughed it up. Puck sitting in the neutral zone. Sam Dabrowski, 2-on-1 chance with Griffin Trainer. Dabrowski shot, save. Groskopf stopped that one. 5:31 left here in regulation. Still 3-1 Onalaska. That one sent back across the line. Here's a race for the biscuit. Hustling is Hunter Preeb, and Preeb can't get there first. Havlicek able to get to it. Dumped in by the West Salem Panthers behind the net. Witz picked up by Havlicek off the far boards. And sent across the line. Off of Luke Tepp's skate. Picked up by Taylor Trapp. He lost the biscuit. Sent cross ice off the far boards. Bingham sends it in. Back to claim it, Dylan Campbell. Campbell pushes it to the corner. Puck bounces off the near boards. That shot blocked, and here's Bingham. Bingham takes it across the line, sheltering the puck. His turnaround shot is blocked. Now Tepp trying to help him. Now Dylan Campbell getting pressure from Luke Tepp. Send it up left wing. Taylor Trapp with it now in the neutral zone. Cuts far side with it. Trapp will flip it in. Line change towards the net. Joe guards the line. And is shot up off a body and out of play as Caleb Blank tried to clear. Stopping play with 3:57 left here in the third, 3-1. Onalaska still holding on to that lead.
Yeah, not a lot of time now for the Panthers, and Onalaska really amping up the defensive pressure, not giving West Salem any clear lanes to pass the puck, especially when they're in their own zone. You know, it looks like we're going to get a here for the Panthers here.
Let's take 30 ourselves. This is the sectional final on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
I just changed banks. Have you ever considered switching?
No, I don't need to switch. I just got them to lower my monthly service fee to $8.
Service fee? My bank doesn't charge service fees.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. No monthly service fee. Plus, you can get cash or extra savings and refunds on ATM charges. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa, now at Coulee Bank. Member FDIC.
High school hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Timeout. West Salem talking things over with just 3:57 left in regulation. Trailing by 2, the Hilltoppers with a big goal by Austin Lubinsky. Tyler Ebner with 1 and Caleb Blank with 1. And the lone goal scored by West Salem. Scotty, that one was scored by a freshman. And a big, big goal it was.
Yeah, Nathan Belling on the goal that time. And I tell you, Rick, you know, Onalaska's really matched the intensity of the Panthers here defensively. West Salem starting to really skate hard, and then Onalaska on defense, they're just clamping down in front of Joe Witz. And you got to be, if you're a fan of the Panthers, you got to be frustrated with what you're seeing right now, as this offense that's been pretty prevalent all season is struggling right now against this Hilltopper defense.
So it's the Panthers winning the draw. Trevor Jones sends it back. Bergefer to the stick of Bailey Martin. Bailey Martin weaves to the center circle. Cross the line, left wing. And taken away by Ian Earp. Centering pass, not on target. Trevor Jones gets knocked down as he crosses the blue line. And then Bailey Martin gives a shove along the far boards.
Yeah, Tyler Ebner taking a pretty good shot from Martin. Gets up. Looked like he was a little slow to get up there for a second, but he's up and getting off under his own power here. And Rick, we talked about the physicality of this game, and it has not stopped. All 3 periods have been just over the top, over the limit as far as how body contact has been.
Face off at the far circle. And just makes it into the neutral zone. Then Bingham tried to clear it, went right into the referee. Here's Bergefer, lost it for a moment, picks it back up far circle. Cross ice off the near boards. Into the neutral zone. Bennett Hudson sends it in. Trevor Jones back to pick it up. Now Bergefer off the near wall, not on target. Going to go all the way down into the Hilltopper end. Sent behind the net by Caleb Blank. Now it's Bryce Bingham with it. Bingham sends it past Trevor Jones, tries to chase it on the other side. Bingham going to get there in time. And that went up and over the net near side, but Grosskopf is inside his net with it off the moorings there, and play stops with 2:42 left.
Yeah, Luke Tepp came over and gave Grosskopf a nice little nudge, sending Grosskopf, I guess, to his home, to quote Happy Gilmore, for a few minutes.
That's going to give the Panthers a power play with 2:42 left as Luke Tepp heads to the box. Goaltender interference will be the call.
They initially didn't call it. I was kind of wondering if they would, and this is something the Panthers need right now, Rick, if they want to get back in this one.
Cross-checking is the official call by the public address announcer. What a power play for West Salem, and they need to score quick. Just 2:42 left on the clock. Puck loose in the slot, and a backhand clear by John Gargero. Picked up by Bailey Martin in the neutral zone. He turns it over. Here's Ian Earp. Earp shot saved by Grosskopf. Now the Panthers pick it up. Up right wing, Taylor Trapp. Trapp to the high slot. Trapp now near circle. He'll take it behind the net. Trapp looking to get it. Bergefer in the slot, and it's blocked by the Hilltopper defense. Now they'll work it back and forth. Down low, Bergefer to Trapp. Trapp out in front, tip. Oh, it sent the other direction. And the Panthers will have to come back and get it across their own blue line. There's a Panthers with 1:43 left on the clock for the game. 58 seconds left on the power play.
Grosskopf's been pulled.
There's a shot wide, and you're right, empty net for the Panthers right now. 51 seconds left on the power play. And they blow the whistle. Kotrauch had the puck. 1:30 left in regulation. 3-1 Onalaska.
Yeah, net off the moorings, and Bob Monroe down there yelling at his team, we need shots, we need shots. A lot of passing right now from this power play unit, and he's right. When you got 1:30 left and you got this opportunity, you got to take shots at the goaltender.
Puck controlled by the Panthers. Back to Bailey Martin here at the near point. Shot blocked there by Caleb Blank. Bergefer in the corner. He's got Dylan Campbell at the far point. He gets the puck. Campbell faked the shot. Now one-timer. Bailey Martin whiffed on the shot. But the Panthers keep it in. 1:01 left. Here's Bergefer. Now Bailey Martin again with a one-timer blocked here by the Hilltoppers. Empty net the other direction, just wide. Puck bounces off the back of the net. 45 seconds left. 3-1 Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers are at full strength now. Puck bounces behind the net. Caleb Blank goes for it. He gets
that's a
hit.
penalty for sure.
He gets pounded, does Caleb Blank, up against the end boards, and that will be a penalty on the West Salem Panthers, and hopefully Caleb will get up all right. He's on his skates.
Cole Trouch going to the box, and bad time for that penalty, that's for sure.
So now it's 34 seconds away.
Groskopf comes back
from the end of this game, and we've seen stranger things happen, but
yeah, I don't know about today though, Rick. 3-1 down. Onalaska defensively has been very strong in this period. West Salem started off pretty strong offensively, but the Hilltoppers have responded, protecting Joe Witz very well.
Face off in the far circle. A power play for Onalaska. Groskopf back in the net now. Here they come. Stolen away. Here goes Ian Earp. Earp with Tyler Ebner down low. Feeds it back to Caleb Blank. That's sent down low. Ebner slowing down time. Five seconds left. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers are going to the state quarterfinals with a 3-1 victory against the West Salem Panthers here at Southwood County Ice Arena in Wisconsin Rapids. They did it with pressure, constant pressure, and they deserve a victory here. Some pucks didn't bounce West Salem's way, and for the seniors that play for the Panthers, this is their last game, and it's always tough to say goodbye, even if you move on to junior hockey.
Yeah, no question, and one thing too, you talked about the constant pressure. West Salem started to bring it in the third a little bit, too little too late as Onalaska's defense. I really think that the defense for Onalaska needs to be praised with how they protected Joe Witz. And Joe Witz, between the pipes, when he had the opportunity to make some big saves, he certainly did number one.
Mike Gargaro in the stands across the way. Mike, this is a moment that you've obviously been waiting for. The Hilltoppers have done it. They did it in 2009, went down to play against Arrowhead. They had done it in 1995, and now again here in 2014.
Yeah, I know the last couple times they've been down there, their first game has been less than desirable because that team they ended up winning the whole tournament. So
right.
Hopefully we can go down and change that. And I don't know, Rick, it's kind of fun, and this is the second time in my life having 4 kids in this sport. 3 of the 4 right now are going to state. We got to get the girls through tonight, and we'll see how that goes.
Well, we certainly hope the Hilltopper Girls Co-op has a successful night, as you'll be heading off there to Madison, correct?
Yeah, we got to do a little celebrating here first, and hopefully hour 45 and get me out of here 6:15. I should be there in time for the opening face-off. Go from there. So you see these kids, the seniors are smiling. They got mouth guards in their mouth. You still see the whites of their teeth coming. Here comes Joey Witz to come to their student section here with their sticks up. Here they go.
Hey, how about Joey Witz, huh? What a night for him. He played fantastic in
Joey
that.
played really well. I mean, and there's times, there's always those questions, but I'll tell you what, Joe Witz, there's some Bantam games. It's like, well, where did he come to play? And there's games like you saw tonight where he was seeing everything.
How about the defense in front of Joe Witz, though, Mike? I thought they played fantastic in this game, especially in the third period when West Salem started to get their skates underneath them. The defenseman and the defensive group for the Hilltoppers was fantastic in this one.
Yeah, and a lot of help from the defense, though, comes from those forwards staying high and back, checking hard, and finding the right guy to cover. So it makes it look a little easier for them. But they blocked some shots there right at the end with a couple minutes. But I think there was 10 minutes left, and I'll tell you what, the clock couldn't run fast enough for this guy.
I can imagine. Well, congratulations to you. If you think you might be able to get either Coach Ebner or maybe one of the players for us, that'd be great. We're going to take a quick commercial break and come back with the postgame. Thanks, Mike.
Hi, this is Mike, and I'm with Scott the Culligan Man. And Scott, I have a friend who has a dishwasher that's 16 years old. It looks brand new.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. And conditioned water in her house since they built it. If your dishwasher's not working like you think it should, it's probably your water. Give us a call. We'll come out and test it and tell you for sure.
Take them up on their $10 a month, 6-month home trial, limited time offer.
Hey, Culligan Man. Better water, pure and simple.
Builders Flooring in Onalaska is the place to go for the best selection of wood flooring, tile, natural stone, carpet, laminate, and vinyl. Builders Flooring is conveniently located at 1009 2nd Avenue Southwest, just north of Nutbush in Onalaska. The expansive showroom is open to the public Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, or by calling 608-779-5366 for a special after-hours or weekend appointment. Builders Flooring in Onalaska is a proud supporter of Coulee Region Athletics. Builders Flooring, flooring experts, so you don't have to be.
Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your house, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it, Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Fully licensed and insured with over 20 years experience. Contact Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292. High school hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Rik and Scotty back from Southwood County Ice Arena in Wisconsin Rapids, and a great afternoon and early evening for the Onalaska Hilltoppers and the fans as they win this game by the final score of 3-1, and will advance now to for me personally, I've never had to do anything harder than this.
Yeah, and you just never know when you go to these venues what you're going to get, and we usually do our research ahead of time, which we did again for this game, and you just can't predict it. So, but nonetheless, issues aside, another fantastic hockey game between these two rivals, and I tell you, the Onalaska Hilltoppers, they sure earned their stripes today with how they played, how they closed this game out in the third period with smart hockey. That's the one thing I think that you highlight in this game. They played smart hockey. They didn't get in trouble with the penalties. They stayed true to what they did. On the West Salem side, probably could have cut back on the penalties just a little bit. Might be a different story in this one.
So now they sit and wait. Who's going to be next is the question.
Yeah, it's a big question, and you look at the matchup that the Hilltoppers possibly could have in that state quarterfinal, and it's going to be a big one, Rik. And I tell you, for this program, it's just another notch for Tim Ebner and his coaching staff. And he's done a great job with this group of kids. I did see Deansy give us a thumbs up here, Rik, just so you know.
I did. I saw that.
I don't know if he said walking taco when he mumbled.
Let's give it over to the public address announcer.
number 30, Rik Franke. The head coach, Tim Ebner, and their captains, please come forward for the sectional championship plaque. Congratulations, Onalaska, and good luck at the state tournament.
So the Hilltoppers enjoying what will be a trip to state, the quarterfinals, which will be next weekend. And, boy, I tell you, it was a great game, Scotty. There's no question about that. And they got it done. And you mentioned the defense. Joe Witt's definitely one of the stars of the game. If you're going to name 3 stars, Joe Witt's would have to be one.
Caleb Blank's got to be another. I thought he had a great game. And, of course, you take a look at, I think, Ian Earp, he came up at the right time, couple of assists, and was a catalyst. And then, you can't forget Tyler Ebner either, who I tell you, and this kid's young Ebner, I tell you, but he is a great hockey player, and we'll be seeing a lot more of him through the years here. But this is a big win for the Onalaska Hilltopper program. We talked about their prowess and what they've done. I actually think this is one of Tim Ebner and his staff. I think this is one of the best coaching jobs that he's done as a head coach and his staff, because this team, I tell you, early in the season, you could see them progress and evolve and how good they got as the season went on. And this is a big step. And I tell you, the next matchup is going to be huge for whoever they play in that state quarterfinal.
And I tell you, it's 2 darn good teams. But like when we made the trip down to Madison to see them play Arrowhead, boy, I tell you, they played their hearts out. We got what do we got down there,
I think
Scotty?
Tim Ebner's down there with us.
Coach Ebner? Is it Coach Ebner?
You got it.
Hey, congratulations. Not only a great coaching job for the season, but a great coaching job in this game. It was a arch rival, and your guys came to play. Give us your perspective on the things, since the first period when we talked. Obviously, we know the things that you weren't happy about. One mistake defensively in terms of an icing play, but give us your take on the rest of the game and how you think the boys played tonight.
Well, I thought we played smart. I mean, we played smart hockey today. We tried not to take many penalties. We knew if we got in the box, we were going to be in a little bit of trouble. So they've got a great power play, and we were able to stay out of the box. We were able to block a bunch of shots in the end, too, which you've heard me talk about it all season long. This team sacrifices, and they do those kinds of things. They'll get in the way of the puck and do whatever they have to do to try to win a hockey game.
Yeah, Tim, you talked about your defense, and I really thought, especially in the third period, they really stepped up the intensity, especially when West Salem started to really get that offensive flow going a little bit. Your defensive staff, or your defensive guys in general, and I have to say Caleb Blake and John Gargaro, they stood out to me. They both played great games today.
They logged a lot of ice time, and that's what it's all about when you have senior and a junior like that. Caleb's played a ton of hockey in his career, not just for us, but for some of the top teams in the country. So it's always nice to have a stabilizing guy like that back there, and Johnny, being a senior, did a tremendous job today.
Now, I know you never look past games, but you obviously have probably at least a little bit looked into the next competition, Waukesha North or Kettle Moraine. Your thoughts about those teams?
Well, you don't have to look too far. We used to play Kettle Moraine. I know Coach Breimer pretty well. And if you look at the other end of that thing, you got probably the top scorer in the state over the last 4 years facing you in Zeb Dietrich. So we know what's ahead of us. But, it's fun tonight just to celebrate this win and kind of go from there.
What is the plan? I mean, I don't want to take away the fun right now, but when do you start getting back at it?
Well, we'll get back at it on Monday.
I want you back at it again, Coach.
I know we got to go. We'll go to work on Monday. No, we'll go to work on Monday and start getting ready. We'll make a few calls this weekend to the Milwaukee area and see what I can find out.
So you mean Dean's going to make a few calls?
Well, I don't know what Dean's going to. Oh, I do know what Dean's going to do. It's not going to be calling. So.
You're afraid to put him on the phone, aren't you?
No, he's forbidden to be on the phone.
Oh, that's what it is. He loves when you say that.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves it. Hey, apologize to Dad a little bit for us. We were battling things, but the fans were able to know what was happening here. But when we travel away, we don't always get the greatest internet.
Yeah. That happens.
So, if Dad's mad at me, just settle him down, all right?
I will do that. Thanks, guys, for everything.
Thanks a lot. You bet.
Bye.
All right, Tim Ebner, a winner tonight. The Hilltoppers 3-1 against the West Salem Panthers, and they advance to the state quarterfinals. We'll take one quick break and come back with our final words.
The Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA hockey program is an organized association for the development of elite hockey players through exposure of the highest levels of hockey, qualified coaches, competitive tournaments, recognized alumni. Araya Hayes, D1 Minnesota State, and now the Worcester Sharks, the AHL affiliate of the San Jose Sharks. Derek Stepan, D1 University of Wisconsin, New York Rangers of the NHL. Check out the complete list of Blue Devils alumni and more at westernwisconsinbluedevils.net. Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA hockey. Building, shaping, and supporting hockey in Western Wisconsin for the future. Western Wisconsin Blue Devils, located in Tomah, Wisconsin, are proud sponsors of CRSN and the Coulee Region Chill.
Have you been to the Spillway Pub yet? If not, you're missing out on one of the best neighborhood establishments in Onalaska. Located on Irvin Street in Onalaska off Highway 35, the Spillway is an awesome place to go after any event to relax with friends and family. The Spillway Pub has great weekly specials. When Bucky plays, enjoy the Monster Mug Special, $3 tappers during the game. Also, after any local sporting event, if you are wearing purple, your second drink is free. Come to the neighborhood pub where you belong. The Spillway Pub off Highway 35 on Irvin Street in Onalaska. Have you been to the Spillway Pub yet?
Nobody's happy about a car accident, but Allstate guarantees you'll be happy with your claim experience. The Claim Satisfaction Guarantee, only from Allstate. They guarantee your claim will be fast, fair, and hassle-free, or your money back, no questions asked. It's another way Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
For a free quote, call Onalaska Allstate agent Cole Coble today. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Premium credit varies based on vehicle involved. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Calling all area youth hockey players, this is AJ Degenhardt, head coach and general manager of the NAHL Coulee Region Chill. I want you to be a part of the Chill, and now as a local youth hockey player, you can. Come try out for our Junior Chill AAA spring summer teams or get involved with our hockey developmental programs. We are committed as a coaching staff to help area youth develop their hockey skills.
For more information, go to crchill.com. The Junior Chill AAA, a great coaching staff, great player development, a great experience.
High school hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Rik and Scotty with a few final words from Southwood County Ice Arena in Wisconsin Rapids for the Hilltoppers. Advanced to the state quarterfinals tonight by knocking off the West Salem Bangor Panthers, who were a giant killer in knocking off Wisconsin Rapids, something that I don't think anyone expected. And what a great year it was for Coach Monroe and those boys who really put up an amazing fight. And again, it was a very tight game between the Panthers and the Hilltoppers, but it was the Hilltoppers all in all getting the better of play, getting those big goals after a first period 1-1 tie. Austin Lubinsky getting the third goal, but Tyler Ebner's goal was an outstanding one.
Yes, it was, and he is such an electric player, and he's going to be here for a couple more years, Rick, and it's something to watch and develop here for the Hilltoppers. And another great game between these two, but really what it came down to was the penalties. I think, West Salem couldn't stay out of the box. Onalaska gets 2 power play goals, off of those penalties, and you talk about a 3-1 score. I mean, there's 2 of them right there, and it looked early in this game like it was going to be back and forth all the way through, but when you start getting the aggressiveness is going to play out through the game. There's no question about that, but when you start to get too aggressive and maybe a little bit over the top, I have to say that I thought the linesmen, the referee crew, I thought they did a great job today. I thought they called the game right down the middle. And
they had some tough calls,
too. They did, and I thought they did a great job maintaining order. I think they needed to at some points, but, West Salem just couldn't stay out of the box, and Onalaska, they capitalized on those mistakes, and that's really the big story here.
I was hoping at some point I was going to say they're no Jason Lacine, but they were pretty good. They were Jason Lacine-esque.
Yes, they were, no question. And congratulations to the Hilltoppers, and they got a tough task ahead of them in the next round.
Yes, they do. Hilltopper girls tonight at 8 o'clock, and that should
Metro
be
Lynx.
A very interesting contest there, but I do believe they've got the firepower to take that one.
Yeah, they do. And, again, too, Rick, we talk about, I don't want to get off the subject of hockey, but there's a lot of boys basketball regional finals tonight.
Tell them all about it, Scotty.
Holman and Central tonight, Aquinas and GET. That's going to be a big game. Our basketball blogger, Chris Yarolemic, is going to be out there blogging that action for us. West Salem and Elk Mound, Westby and Blair Taylor. That should be a very good game. Westby snuffing Luther out last night just impressively. That's going to be a good one between those two. Hillsboro and Bangor, North Crawford and Cassville tonight, and that's your regionals. And then there's state wrestling too, Rick. Ben Thornton and Zach Hasselberger. That's a 120-pound Division I final. Noah Risch and Jordan Wrestlinger. They have had a rivalry at the 195-pound division, and they're going to go at it again. And Devin Barr from West Salem Bangor against Jordan Myers. So a lot of area things going on as far as sports goes, and we'll get them all up for you tomorrow on CRSN.
That is absolutely right, Scotty. And then also stay tuned to the Facebook fan page and our website for the upcoming basketball game that you will be covering.
Yeah, Thursday night we plan on doing a sectional semifinal, and we will see how these matchups go about tonight. I do anticipate that there will be probably a couple good games to pick from after tonight.
And Chris Yarolemic, our CRSN blogger, is out tonight?
Yes, he is. He's at Aquinas GET, a game that he's been jonesing about probably for weeks now. He knew it was going to happen, and he's there tonight.
So he'll have the full recap like he always does. If you haven't checked out his blogs, they are
excellent.
The best blogs around. They're darn good blogs.
They're excellent. I tell you, he's so detailed, and the analogies he uses to talk about how the teams are playing. I think he used the terminology of riding the bull today for the battle for last night for how GET beat Neilsville. And GET's defense is kind of like riding a bull when they get going, that's for sure.
And I was taught long ago in radio to not bring up negatives, but it's amazing that since everyone cleared out of the upper deck here, we have not had one interruption in our stream. So, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what the issue was there. The loaded upper deck here was interfering with our internet stream. That has not happened at the Omni Center. So I learn new things about streaming all the time. You do it from the basketball arenas, though, within a crowd. So you would think, why would that interfere with it? But
it could be the strength of the upload speed. That could be why, with all the devices up here. And it's hard to say. Tim Culp's not here to correct us, so I don't know.
Well, he has theories. Timmy
he
Culp
always has theories.
But regardless, we hope that you enjoyed our coverage. We did what we could do here. A little away from home, and brought the game back to you, hopefully on your big screen TV, connected from your computer, or maybe you're watching on your phone as you're out and about doing things. You can do that via the internet, and if you have Bluetooth in your vehicle, you can just sync up your phone, and you can listen to audio through there as well.
Darn right.
Don't watch it, though, while you're driving. That's
no.
something you shouldn't do.
No.
That's
listen, though.
A little
beautiful tones.
Tip from your
Good
Uncle
stuff.
Rick. All right, that's going to do it for us from Southwood County Ice Arena. We thank you so much. For my partner, Scotty Gran, for Alex Taylor on camera, my name is Rik Franke. Have a great evening, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage on the Coulee Region Sports Network. All of the action has been delivered in part by Ebner Properties, proud supporter of Coulee Region Athletics. Cole Coble Allstate Insurance Agency of Onalaska. You're in good hands with Allstate. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA Hockey, 2013 I-Cup champions. And Howie's on Lacrosse, the ultimate sports viewing venue. Coverage on CRSN has also been brought to you by Jones Construction. Call Phil for your home improvement project today, 386-8292. Builders Flooring, flooring experts so you don't have to be. Smokey's Bar and Grill in Holman and Spillway Pub in Onalaska, home of the Monster Mug. AAA Junior Chill. Culligan of Lacrosse, better water, pure and simple. And Radio 1 Broadcast School. Check them out online at radio1school.com. Coulee Region Sports Network. You're not just hearing the game, you're seeing the game on your laptop, on your phone, and on your flat screen TV. CRSN, live and archived, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.